Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Blu-Roy Movies. Today we're back in the movie room in Blu-Roy Towers, and I've got some pickups for you over the last couple of weeks. I've had a marvellous package from Larry, I've had a marvellous package from James, and I've got a few bits and bobs that I've acquired myself over the last couple of weeks. So let's get right into it. Now, off the bat, I'm apologising if the Chuck Norris Delta Force 2 saga is getting a little bit boring, but I promise after this video I'll be drawing a line under it and that'll be it. But for those who missed it, I'll just recap quickly. So I bought the Chuck Norris set from Railwaves, Italian import, and Delta Force 2. Even though the disc is labelled up Delta Force 2, you put it in the player and it's Death Race 2. So I told Railways, and good as gold, they refunded me, but I needed a Delta Force 2 to go with my set. So off eBay, I ordered a standalone one, Delta Force 2. Opens it up. Disc says Delta Force 2. Stick it in the player. It's Death Race 2, which, as you can imagine, was pretty frustrating. So anyway, Larry sends me over a package, and first in it is Delta Force 2. Way, I can now stick that in my Chuck Norris set, and I've completed my set, and I've put this in the player, and it is in fact Delta Force 2. Hip hip hooray, a long running saga now brought to a good conclusion. So wonderful. Thanks, Larry, appreciate that, matey. And next up from Larry, absolutely mind-boggling. I showed, was it in, my remakes video, the thing, I had the Arrow Blu-ray, parcel turns up and it's only got the 4K in. What are you doing, mate? I do appreciate it, but you boggle my brain. Thanks, mate. And next up, also from one of my videos, actually talking about this one again, Invasion USA. And I watched it, and it wasn't the film I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be this film here, Red Dawn. And I was most disappointed because I love Red Dawn and I didn't really like Delta Force 2. So when this copy turned up from Larry, I think it's Spanish version, absolutely over the moon. Now I can watch that. You can't beat a bit of the Swayze. The Swayze's a cool guy, or was. R.I.P. Patrick. Brilliant. And lastly, and also Larry was watching another movie videos when I thought I had taken Pelham 1, 2, 3, and I didn't. But now I do, thanks to Larry. Larry, mate, you leave me lost for words sometimes. That's absolutely blinding, mate. Can't thank you enough for that. You know I appreciate everything you send me. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Larry, beautiful. Next up, a package from James. What James and I do, excuse me, we normally save up till we've got enough stuff to send a box full over, then we'll send a box and send the box backwards and forwards. And actually the box we normally use, I've sent down to Alan at Kermit's Ghost. So he's got our box. I hope he's going to put it on display in his library because that box means something. But anyway, moving on. Now, James is a master of sniffing out bargains on Amazon Germany. So he's picked up a few recently, like really, really cheap. And what he's been doing, he's been saying, "Me, do you want a copy? I'll get you one more on there." And some great stuff here. And James, I really do appreciate it. It's really kind of you. And it's a good job that James is good on the Amazon Germany, because I tried it once and didn't go well. I got all my Amazon stuck in German. Even when I'm trying to order off the English Amazon, I've got it stuck in German. I was ordering garden shears and ended up with Tampax. Well, not really, I'm exaggerating, but it could have happened. Luckily, I've got an IT guru's son in the family who's sorted it all out for me. I don't know where he's got his computer skills genes from, because it's certainly not from me, and it's not from his mother. I barely can upload a video to YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. So anyway, on with what James has sent me. And first of all, this fantastic triple bill of westerns. And this has got in it Lawman, which Burt Lancaster, I have seen that. It's a wonderful western, but I haven't got a copy. I think I watched it on YouTube, actually. So glad now to have a physical copy. The Man from Alamo, which... Is that Glenn Ford? I'm pretty sure it's Glenn Ford. Oh, yeah, I think it is. That's a picture in there. So, yeah, I do like Glenn Ford, so that's a great one. And Barquero, I think that's a James Stewart film. This is bad preparation, because Bandolero, I think it is. I think that's the English title. And if I remember rightly, it's Bud Bodica, the guy who did all the westerns with two secs with Randolph Scott. Yeah, Bud Bodica. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him who directs Bandolero, but I might be mistaken. If it's not, let me know in the comments if anybody knows. And next, James sent me from Amazon Germany, Morgan Freeman, Along Came a Spider, which is an Alex Cross film, I believe. And I think James sent me, is it The Bone Collector, another one of the series. I think there's 3 altogether. I have watched them ages ago, all 3 of them, I think, on DVD. So it's nice now that I'm getting some Blu-ray copies and I can go and revisit them when I want. You can't beat a bit of Morgan. Absolutely blinding actor. Next, also from Amazon Germany, and a film I haven't seen, Dreamcatcher, and know little about, to be honest. Who's got in? Oh, Morgan Freeman again, Thomas Jane, Jason Lee. Didn't he play for Nottingham Forest? Damian Lewis, Timothy Oliphant, Tom Sizemore, Donnie Wahlberg. So great cast. Looks like some sort of fantasy film. Again, anybody, any clues, let me know. Lawrence Kasdan directed. I've seen a few of his films, I think. So, yeah, should be good. And lastly, from Amazon Germany, Bruce Willis film, Striking Distance, which is a film I've never seen, to be honest. And don't know much about either, but you can't beat a bit of Bruce, so I'm sure that'll be good. I'm sure he's a tough guy that's going to go around beating everybody up. He is he get kind of typecast like that sometimes, isn't he, old Brucey? And wish Bruce all the best for the future. I know he's not having his best of times. And one that James found in a charity shop, I believe, and said it wasn't his thing and asked me if I'd like it. Embrace of the Serpent. And I had a quick read up about it, and it's about a guy in the Amazon, I think, and his dealings with an Amazonian tribe and how he gets on with them and all sorts of that. And stuff like that interests me, so I'll give that a spin and see what it's like. Yeah, it should be good. So, don't know much about it. And lastly, I think James got this in a charity shop as well, and I've never owned a physical copy. I did go years ago and watch it in the cinema with Mrs. Blu-Roy when we were courting, when we were young, even better looking. Yeah, stop laughing, you lot. But yeah, especially with the new one out recently, which I haven't seen yet, I'll give them a double bill. So James, that is absolutely a blinding package there, mate. You've filled the box up well. And I've now got to get to work on filling you one back up and get one back to you. So once again, Larry and James, thanks, guys. 2 brilliant friends. I couldn't wish for any better friends. Absolutely fantastic. You know that, though, guys. Thanks very much. And next, let's get on to the things that I've picked up myself, shall we? First of all, Amazon were price matching HMV on their deals, and I haven't got a HMV near me, as I would have supported them, but because which prefer to give HMV my money than Amazon, to be honest. But I went with Amazon for this, just for convenience sake. It's the 1950s Invasion of the Body Snatchers, a film I haven't seen for years and years, and a film I've never had a physical copy of. So again, I look forward to giving that a whirl pretty soon. Next up, I missed in the Signal 1 sale, and it was still running, so I grabbed a copy of this. It was when Larry was showing me what he'd bought that I thought I wouldn't mind that myself. So I went back in, and the beauty of that sale is free packaging, even if you only buy one title. So I picked up The Sheriff of Fractured Jaw, which is a comedy type western with a great cast: Kenneth More, Jane Mansfield, Marilyn Monroe. Can't go wrong with those, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy that. Next up, one that I saw in a charity shop. I think it's out of print now, so for 50p I'll pick this up. Suburbicon, which good cast on it. I've not seen the film. It's directed by George Clooney, Matt Damon, Julianne Moore, Oscar Isaac. Love Oscar Isaac. I think he's a brilliant actor. Home invasion film by looks of it, which I enjoy. I've watched a great home invasion one today. You wait till me weekly watches on Sunday, and we will be back this Sunday because I'm not working this Sunday. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to you about that one. Yeah, that looks a good film. Next up, it's not really my wheelhouse, this type of film, but I thought for 50p I'd pick it up anyway. And that's Juno, a comedy. I'm not much for comedies, as you can tell, because I'm a miserable bugger anyway. But this looks pretty decent, and it's got a good cast. Ellen Page, or Elliotelle, he, she, it, whatever they call themselves these days. Michael Cera, Jennifer Garner, Jason Bateman. Good cast. We'll see what that's all about. Next up, I ordered one off eBay. Paul Thomas Anderson, and I saw Sammy G's World of Movies. He was talking about this. I can't remember what he was talking about. It might have been a live stream or something. But he was saying how he enjoyed this film. And I do like PTA, and I've not got around to this one. So when I saw this one cheap on eBay, I think it's Cinema D, so about £6, I thought I'll pick it up and give it a whirl. If you're not sub to Sammy G's World, go give him a sub. He's a great guy. Recently, he's been doing his Criterion Collection videos, and I think he's done 5 so far, but they're pretty long and pretty in depth. Sam's got a great knowledge, so set yourself some time aside. Make several cups of tea, because you might need them. They're long old videos, but they're good, they're entertaining. Yeah, I'll stick Sam's details down below, and James's as well. I'm sure you all know James anyway, but if by any chance you're not, just go over, give him some love. Next up, a couple, my son and his girlfriend, Katie. They took a sojourn to the wonderful city of Milton Keynes, home of concrete cows and not much else, to be honest. It's not the nicest place in the world, but there you go. But they've got a very good CEX shop, and he asked me if I needed anything, so I had a quick squiz through on the app, see what they've got, and selected a couple of titles. The first one being... Now, I missed this when it come out on the limited edition set, because I see a beautiful set with a lovely booklet and that, which a lot of you guys showed off, and a film I've been wanting to check out for ages. The Big Gun Down, with Lee Van Cleef and Thomas Millian. I think this is it one of the Sergios that directs this? I always get mixed up by Kabuchi, and this is Selima, I believe. So looking forward to doing that one. Spaghetti westerns, quite a big hole. I've only seen really the big hitters and a couple of others, so I should watch more spaghetti westerns and more Lee Van Cleef, because he was a god, wasn't he, amongst actors, especially in the westerns. Yeah, brilliant stuff. And lastly of all, for this update, and I promise this will be the end of the Death Race and Delta Force chat. I'm sure he's fed up to the back teeth of it and hearing me rattle on about it. But Nathan will pick me up the death race. What I'll do now is I'll take one of the Delta Force 2s and stick it in there to make a death race double pack. And some goods come out of the whole sordid, sorry situation. Some good alliteration there for you to end up, guys. So that's it. That's all I've got over the last couple of days. Give us a thumbs up if you like what I've done. Maybe think about subscribing if you want to hear more of this twaddle. And I'll catch you all at the weekend for the weekly watches. Be good.